Right, stay with me on this, right? It's guaranteed. Oh, mind blowing, right? So here's Johnny, right? Listen to this. So, what I'm saying to you, when you're, getting on the thing of the purging, right? And praying and all that business, you have to speak it out loud, right? Now, because when you get in that state of affairs, right? Your heart, it may be breaking, right? It feels like it's breaking, but that's how it opens. That's the way they do it. It's through them cracks, yeah? It gets in them cracks while it's broken, yeah? I told you yesterday, right? I purged, didn't I? I told you earlier today. I purged and I spoke out loud all the tail ends of the things that I thought that were gone, right? I even shouted some, and I know this and I know that now, and I didn't realise that till just now. You know what I mean? It's just dawned on me, and I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And I mean, if any of yous know me, right, you heard the break in me voice there, because I looked at this lamb, and way back when I got this lamb, it broke me, right? And so I'm trying not to look at it, right? Because it breaks my heart, the energy of it, right? So, where were we? Right, so yeah, so then I shouted, right? Then some of it I was shouting, do you know what I mean? Like, I was shouting about humanity, not about us not standing a chance. I always say that anyway. And then after the shouting, I spoke about our deal, right? I'm always negotiating. When I remember about it, right, I think, oh yes, I'm going to negotiate that. I forgot, I haven't thought of that in ages. Anyway, right, it was the deal, the contract that I have, and I said, right, I've done everything. I've done everything that you have asked, right, and I know there's still a couple more. I know there's still some other stuff, but the big stuff I've done, and I'm saying I have been in. You know how I say there's amen, and then God says after amen, so be it. You have to be it, right? Because He won't say and so it is until you've been it. So I had to. I've done everything, yeah. So I've been in this is what I was saying, I've been in this, so be it, part of the prayer, yeah, becoming it, and now being it, right? When are you gonna say the final amen, and say, and so it is to me? When are you gonna say that? Please, I beg you, please, God, say, and so it is, yeah? And I looked up on the telly, right? I was all emotional, heart open, everything, right? And I looked up on the telly, and the words that jumped out at me was tomorrow morning, something like that anyway, right? And other things saying, don't worry, and all that, right? Loads of other messages. But here's the thing, right? When I'm saying all these things, right, I know that I am communicating with something higher, some higher power, right? And everything I said was heartfelt. Good and bad was in it, yeah, what you would consider good and bad, but it's really not. So, as I went on TikTok today, the first thing up was, here's Johnny, right? His first on TikTok or whatever on media. And I just stopped and I listened, and I knew how exactly how he felt. My heart burst up. Was like what it does when it feels like this lamb energy, right? I mean, that's what it feels like from him. That's what it felt like, this energy, and so I listened to it, right? And I welcomed in, and I proceeded to say, right, um, we're all, we're all a lovely bunch of coconuts. That's what I've said. I wrote that. Fancy saying that. We are a lovely bunch of coconuts. We bloody well are. But fancy just saying that. Johnny Depp, take that. We're a load of good coconuts. Come join in. I don't know how long this is going on, but you have to hear it all, right? So if it gets past 10, I'll chop it and put it straight up after it. Right, so where were we? Because I don't like rushing. So, oh yeah, bunch bunch of coconuts. I can't read my own notes, right? So yes, so this is the feeling I get from him, right? I all forever. I always have. There's something sad. That's the feeling I get, and this is why, the cracks open. Anyway, I remembered, right? I had done 2 videos of him on my other channel, right? Before I started doing the tarot, which made me laugh when I listened to him, because it was at the beginning of they're splitting up. I did these 2, and I really haven't watched it, to be honest, after that. Too busy, too busy watching the skies and watching everything that I want to watch. Um, you know, when that was happening with Mrs. Amber Warning. So I scrolled through on the other channel, right, the first one, and I realised that it was when I was in my dark night of the soul. You know what I mean? And that's where you go to. You go to Timbuktu and the stars all at the same time if you want. And I realised that everything has led me here right now to this moment, doing tarot, which I love doing, which I didn't want to learn in the first place because I was being lazy, and lots of other reasons as well, too many to mention and bore you with. But it made me look. Do you understand? It made me look from starting that other channel to starting this one, and it was like everything has led me to here, right? And like everything started joining up. Do you know what I mean? And I seen it all. I lost everything, but then I found everything. Do you know what I mean? I know today that that higher power has said, and so it is, because most of today my heart has been open, yeah, and that's how it gets. The more faith you have, right, the more heartfelt you feel about things, right, the longer you can hold it open. So, thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Johnny, breaking my heart right open. But that's made me realise, do you know what? It's made me realise I have never felt happier or freer in my entire life. And I've even been I've even been crying about that. I had to turn music off because I'm crying. Hot mess. We are a lovely bunch. I can't do it. I can't do it. Johnny, we are a lovely bunch of coke. Oh, I sound like Muttley.